a sense of awe where ocean meets land.
A place of natural wonder, beauty.
Nature and suburbia.
A haven.
My haven.
Safe.
Secure.
Loved.
Even with all my shortcomings.
Abundant in waterways.
I love being near the water.
Fringed by the sea.
I wish I could get out on it more by myself.
The coast is a wonderful place to live. A gift, really.
For the past 25 years.
For the quarter of the century, actually.
Wow! 30 years!
Not just a physical place, it's much more than that.
It's where I have established my life.
A place my family can come to remember what actually happened here.
Place deep in my soul where I am comfortable and accepting of who I am and where I'm at in life.
It's where I feel at home.
I wish I'd found Central Coast earlier.
Though I could wish for more culture.
Touring exhibitions, musical events.
Increased opportunities for artistic endeavours.
There can be lack of communications here.
There are things missing.
A lack of understanding other nations.
And jobs and infrastructure.
I wish for more footpaths.
There are some opportunities, life-saving sports organisations.
But older people rarely become sporty. They either are or they need more sedentary pursuits.
Oh, I know. What we need is a hub where women can meet.
Of course, people with the same interests.
Networks of friends and activities that could sustain me through my older years.
Age is just a word.
It's also a state of mind. Actually, it's unavoidable if one's alive. It requires the capacity to be adaptable and engage life with resilience.
It can be confronting and confusing.
And sometimes, just sometimes, it can be liberating.
It is both tough and a gift. Tough in the body.
Which gets ragged and skin bunches up all over the place.
A gift in that I'm still here to do it. So much love to share, laughs to enjoy, places to go and see.
It's not a barrier to being happy and feeling love.
Age is just part of life. It is a patient friend who calls for my companionship.
Yes, it's a process of change.
My mind is still young and wants to go out and play.
As a child, my dream was to travel the whole wide world.
I was very resilient.
I dreamed of being a performer.
I remember playing in the garden with my sister. She made friends so much easier than I. I remember doing cartwheels and handstands that I can't do now, even if I do yoga every day. But my sister did backbends. I'm better at that now.
There was an old lady who lived next to my parents. Now I come to think about it, she probably wasn't that old, probably only in her 70s. She was a retired headmistress, and she used to spend her days alone in a 3-bedroom house, just looking out the window. As a teenager, I used to wave to her. I now wonder, was that enough?
When I was a child, I liked old people, especially women, because they had time for me.
As a child, I never considered the possibilities of the difficulties that older people faced.
I travelled to the city. I was totally transfixed by the wonder of neon lights. A totally new experience for me, as I was from the country. There was no electricity there.
Nowadays, I like to remember how fortunate I am.
The women before me who created the opportunities that I'm really very grateful for, they were strong, independent,
Hard-working.
yeah, wise, very humane individuals.
They remain sane in any life challenges.
With the power to go on no matter what.
The ability to overcome odds. They lived and worked more together. They shared their resources.
Life had a basic survival structure that enveloped their daily existence.
And they didn't have as many choices as we do.
They had very different issues to face.
Their own unique challenges. They all seem so very much older. But my generation seems the younger old. Or maybe I'm still young in my head while my body has gotten older.
They had even less support than we had. I appreciate the huge efforts to bring up kids and survive in a male-dominated world.
Yes, and then there are the women who will come after us, and they will have such different challenges again.
New challenges.
Overpopulation and climate change, together with rapidly evolving technology, will present challenges that I can't even dream of.
And whatever these may be, the women to come will also need strength and resilience.
They will draw on the past for inspiration.
They will have a greater opportunity, but more still needs to be done.
Our strength is not giving up.
They will still be loved, appreciated, and cared. What have they done for the community?
The women after us will live in a different world. I envy them. I wonder what will come next.
Change is constant,
Yeah, it's inevitable.
a fact of life.
It's a catalyst for growth and the birth of visions.
Allows new beginnings and endings.
It's necessary to survive a new digital era.
Adapting makes life interesting.
I don't always welcome change, but I'm trying.
The one thing that really scares me about getting older is getting set in my ways, not being able to live differently.
Well, it can be confronting to step outside learned behaviours.
But change brings evolution to my life path. It is what it is, made more acceptable through acceptance.
Change is always present.
I turned 74 today. They said it would never happen. Amazingly, I'm still here, even functional, despite some confronting life challenges.
I am happy and grateful to have my life.
I'm very grateful for everything I have. I see how many people across the world have no country and no home. How would I cope? On a boat? On a closed border? As a refugee?
I'm mutable, transient, and always becoming. And I'm not afraid to say what I think.
I am God's creation of love, His messenger to nature and to the people.
I am a woman who enjoys the company of others, who loves to see laughter and action.
I am content with where I'm at in life.
In my soul, I want to be happy and free, like a child.
Live this one precious life with gusto.
And remembering to imagine, create, venture forth and to share.
For I am still young,
always learning,
Curious.
Resilient.
Enigmatic.
I am woman. And together,
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 Together.
Together we are strong.